Something to fill the time. We're all here now, I believe. Um, yeah, well, let's go straight into it then. Your Excellency. Um, yes. Where we last left off, we were cross-examining. Yes, this guy, writing many memo, um, who probably killed this woman, who killed, yes, who kills Dr. John Wilson, not Watson. Yeah, never heard of him. Yeah, I mean that's where we left off. Oh right. Many Memo had a brief interview with her before the murder happened. So, and that's what we're going to talk about next, I guess, because we proved his pen was in there. Thank you. You weren't when I started. Oh right, this guy's voice. Ah, got it. Yes. All right, but on one condition. In all good conscience, I couldn't speak out alone about this. You need to call back the earlier witness, Soseki Natsume-san. Oh, yes. According to my notes here, that man has a secret of his own. And brace yourselves, because it's not a harmless one. It's big. Oh. Many Memoism states that one man's secret is every other man's front page story. The witness's secret. There you go. I asked the Englishwoman for an interview, but she declined, so I left the hut without making a fuss. Then, watching secretly from outside, I saw the woman being stabbed and the other witnesses come running. The detective realized that the victim still had a pulse, so he ran off to fetch help. That's when this writer man here asked the woman a very significant question. But he didn't say anything about that in his testimony, which is why many memoism demands I reveal it now. I must ask you a question. He did! He did! And that's not all. The woman gave him a very definitive answer. An answer that incriminates the accused. Runs at Yokel. Oh, sorry. Hmm. Actually, didn't testify the actual main point. And all right. Um, well, of course I did. I wanted to ask her about the incident she was involved in at the end of last year. That's not the way I phrased it. Many memoism calls for straight talking. Why did you murder Dr. Wilson? Is how I put it to her. But I'm not. Ask every question as if you're asking for a menu in the restaurant, I say. It's the best way. A veteran at the paper taught me that. With one simple phrase: mystery is a woman's charm. Ah! That told me! So I waltzed right out of there. Leave every room as if you're waltzing at a dance hall, I say. It's the best way. A veteran at the paper taught me that. Mm-hmm. Watching secretly from outside. Persistence wins the prize. Any memo, many, any, many, mem, Many mem moist? Many memoist will tell you that. Let them think you've left. Then just when they lower their guard, that's when you swoop in for the scoop. And now that you've found me, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. I've got nothing to hide. Try to stop me. There's a story to tell here, and I'm gonna tell it. Mm. That's right, yep. Our author friend here was a blubbering wreck, shaking all over from his head to his toes, moustache twitching, eyes bulging. His teeth. Is G here? That's all right. What? And now we come to the crucial part. That's when it happened. That's when this writer man here asked a woman a very significant question. Well, now, you should hear that from the horse's mouth, I think. Hang on. Let me just... There we go. Don't you, Mr. Writer Man?
I probably wasn't even looking, sorry.
It's alright. Oh.
Out with it, you yokel hack! What did you say to her? What did you say to the dying Englishwoman?
Well, in truth, I'd been catching crabs at the water's edge and building castles in the sand, you see.
Well, Seaside is a place to be at leisure, I suppose. Even for a grown man.
Hey, building castles is fun at any age.
I am in full agreement. But I am not.
But then, all of a sudden, from that little beach hut, a young girl's panic-stricken cries for help pierce the air.
Dre.
I ran up to the beach to see what was happening, to find the defendant leaning over the collapsed victim. As soon as Inspector Holson-Hager saw Miss Brett on the ground, he sprinted up to get help. And then, just a minute later, I let her fade to moan. A moan from the dead Englishwoman.
So she clearly wasn't fucking dead
It
then.
nearly jumped out of my skin!
But what did you ask her, Sasaki-san?
I asked her, who did this to you?
Judge has had enough.
Don't protract this any longer. How did the woman respond?
She didn't! She said nothing in response!
Mm-hmm.
But
Did she point?
When in the stand, you will answer the questions asked of you unambiguously. Now, without evasion or reticence, I demand that you amend your testimony. Get it together, man!
such a fucking dramatic bitch. Jeez.
I asked her, who did this? She never
And
replied.
she never replied.
She just lifted a trembling finger and pointed in the direction of the defendant.
Okay, hang on. If she pointed at the defendant, surely she should still be pointing at the defendant, right?
Huh?
Presumably she was also
Say
pointing in
again?
the direction of anyone else who was anywhere near the defendant.
Do you mean like from the picture? that we
Yeah.
shot?
Like, if she died straight after that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how could she see the defendant? Like, she's got a fucking
Here's where
hat
she
anyway.
was. Big X over her. Very nice.
Big
So you know.
X.
So she'd
No,
have
but
been
she couldn't have
pointing this
been-
way.
First off,
She
she's
couldn't have
lying
been
flat
because
on
the
her
culprit's
face.
behind her.
Yeah.
She must have fallen forward.
She fell forward.
well.
She's lying flat on her back, flat on her face. Have you ever tried to point like that?
You'd have to turn around,
Yeah.
and she was surely far too weak to even muster that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think present this map to that statement.
Yeah.
I'd press it first.
I mean, what do we think?
No harm in pressing first.
True. Alright.
Hold it!
What are you talking about?
Miss Brett pointed a finger at the defendant. Soseki-san, is that really true?
It's not easy to stand here and say this, but when we first entered the beach hut, the Englishwoman was sprawled on the floor before us, with the student girl standing on the far side of her. And when I asked, who did this to you? Okay, that's shit, that's bullshit.
Okay. Keep going.
The Englishwoman summoned her last ounce of strength to point a trembling finger at the back of the hut.
The budget
The
here.
back of the hut.
At the back of the hut.
Yeah.
Which was, it can't be denied, in the direction of the student girl who sounds accused today.
She's pointing towards the back of the hut.
Yeah,
Is
which
she
is
pointing? Is she pointing towards the sled?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Osaki-san, why on earth did you neglect to mention this in your original testimony? You son of a bitch.
But fiddlesticks, I say.
This is not a British court of law. You will respond in Japanese.
You should have done that in English, in an English accent.
Sorry,
Yes, of course.
And
The English woman did point her finger towards the back of the hut, but I was trembling, and she was trembling, and everything was a blur.
He really trembles.
He is, yeah, he's just looking going. Thinking about it, I feel as though perhaps she was pointing in a slightly different direction.
Aha.
Actually, no, not slightly, in a very different direction to where the girl was standing.
I
What?
wonder who at.
Babes, you are becoming a more unreliable witness by the second. To
this is
somewhere
good
at the
for
back
us.
of the hut where nobody was standing at all.
You mean that your memory of events and the direction You mean that your memory of events and the direction in which the victim was pointing are both unclear? God.
That's it. Unclear. I'm very, very unclear.
Your Excellency! Surely this proves the matter beyond all reasonable doubt. Yes, the woman may barely have been conscious, and yes, perhaps her finger wavered slightly. But there can be no doubt that this was an attempt by the victim to confirm the identity of her assailant. Why? Because as the court can see, there was no one other than the accused in the direction the victim was pointing. Lies.
Mm-hmm.
We literally would not have many memo on the stand were he not in that direction.
Oh, because we probably got... Well, this photo, he's at the back,
Yes,
right?
that's exactly how he got that photo.
Yep.
So yeah, that's bullshit.
He stabbed her.
It is now abundantly clear that no one besides the accused could possibly have committed this crime.
I am inclined to agree. In the absence of any credible argument to the contrary, I believe we can now conclude this trial. Better step up,
No!
Rita.
No!
Maybe look at a single picture. Like one picture. One very obvious picture.
The headline's writing itself. Dashing lawyers, hopes dashed. 92 point across the whole page. We'll do an extra edition. This is a serious blow, Susato. Me and my pink belly button. Unless we're able to identify the true culprit and substantiate our claim with evidence.
You should really get that shaved.
It's got out of control. The judge will give his ruling and the trial will be over.
But that's impossible, Father. I don't know what voice I should be doing. We don't even know how the crime was committed yet.
Impossible though the task may seem, we have no choice. We must think back over everything we've learned thus far. Somewhere in all those details, I'm confident we'll find the clue we need.
Ray gave us her account of how events unfolded in the defendant's antechamber before the trial resumed. She told us what happened at the precise moment Miss Brett was killed.
Flashback.
Flashback.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
The Englishwoman was sitting. Hang on, wrong voice. The Englishwoman was sitting at the back of the hut, listening to what I was saying. And then, a moment later, she suddenly got to her feet. Before collapsing on the floor in front of me, with a knife in her back.
How could Miss Brett have been stabbed in the back in a beach hut that was empty for herself and Ray? Somewhere amid all this information we've gathered so far, there must be an answer to that question.
I take it, then, that the defense has nothing further to add.
So the gallant yokel student's luck finally runs out. I can't say I'm surprised.
In that case, I'm ready to deliver my final verdict on this matter.
This is a crucial turning point now. If I can't establish what really happened, it's over. Where was the real culprit hiding? And how did he or she stab the victim?
I don't fucking know. I
Hmm.
know how.
I think we
totally
know.
know.
You can pretend to know.
Swaggy sweat.
Your Excellency, I respectfully ask you to postpone your fuck me.
You got this.
Adjudication. Your Excellency, I respectfully ask you to postpone your adjudication for the time being. I tripped up on that word before I even got to it.
Oh, it will end, Council.
The defense would like to present the court with an alternative theory that I am making up right now. An alternative theory that can explain who the victim was actually trying to implicate with her dying gesture.
Objection!
No one gives a shit about your objection, Ouchie.
Alternative theory? Ha! None exists.
Not exist yet. There was someone else present at the scene who could have committed this crime.
What?
We've already established this. And the victim, Miss Brett, tried to reveal who it was to those around her at the time by mustering all her remaining strength and pointing a trembling finger in the killer's direction.
This is fiction. Fantasy.
Very well. As you seem so sure of yourself, Council, I am prepared to hear your alternative theory. So, young Rutaro Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
You will present your latest theory to the court by means of this plan. At the moment the victim was stabbed, where exactly are you proposing the culprit was concealed?
It will be
Under the
behind-
tablecloth.
That would be funny. No, it's behind the chair, so I've just pointed at the screen.
What,
Oh
back
my
here?
god.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
Very
I just pointed at the fucking screen. Oh my god.
You're so valid.
I've done that before, so you know.
Ah.
I have done that before. I'm like, oh, what if you look over here, Aaron?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
here.
wow! Wow,
Oh,
amazing.
God. Anyway,
Okay, he said in a completely different direction from the victim. So, It has to be where that fucking
Yeah,
dress
where she was sitting. Where's the chair?
Well, the
I
chair's
think
like
this is
where
the
the
chair.
culprit is. Yeah.
Is that the
okay,
chair?
Look at the photo from the thing again.
Hold on.
This one.
Yeah. Okay, that's from the corner of the screen.
Can
The
we
other
can we
one.
get can we see the crime scene photo, please?
That dress was not there.
No, but that's where the gap is.
No, yeah, point.
So I think it has to be
It has to be there. Yeah. Okay.
yeah behind the stool.
Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah.
I mean, we'll
Here.
only lose one life if it's wrong. Yeah, I think that's got to be it.
Naruhodo-san would never give up. And I'm a Naruhodo now.
Honorary.
Shut up.
The true culprit who fatally stabbed Miss Brett was concealed in this location here. I am pointing.
Yeah.
Are you mad, Council?
Maybe.
You're suggesting that the culprit was outside the hut?
Oh, good. Okay. Yes.
Order, order, order!
But student lawyer Naruhodo-san, Esquire. That makes no sense at all.
You just pointed at the exact spot. Let me just announce this. Where I was hiding to get my scoop snap.
Oh, you're never gonna fucking guess who I'm gonna implicate.
This guy
You're
is so
You're
dumb.
never gonna fucking guess who I'm gonna accuse next. Oh boy.
She has no idea. But I didn't see any suspicious individuals loitering about. I can swear to that.
Had a mirror.
You know that bit where someone points at someone and then they look behind them to see who they're pointed at? Press X. Oh, I've run out of battery. Oh.
Rip.
Hang on, that noise
Use
means
your
fun.
mouse.
God. Use my mouth. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to use my mouth. Oh, fine, I use my mouth.
Devastating.
Obviously, if the culprit had been outside the hut,
Sorry for the mouse cursor on the screen.
there is
Find
no
out,
way that he or she could have stabbed the victim who was inside the hut.
Unless there was a convenient hole. Actually, Prosecutor
There's a
Ouchie,
fly!
there is a
the
way.
animation.
Oh god, there's a fly!
Aaron Wolf,
Sorry.
behave yourself.
Ah!
And, in point of fact, the defense can prove evidence strongly suggesting that this
Oh. Hang on. Hello? Hello? No? Why can't I hear anything?
I mean, it might have just stopped at this point.
Huh? I can't hear anything now.
Yeah, same.
All I did was plug my controller in.
Maybe it's.
Why would it do that? Oh no. Hello.
Hello?
Where is the
Can you
game
hear us?
audio? I can hear you guys. How are you?
Okay,
No.
good. Yeah, we're good.
I'm
Can you
good.
hear the
I'm
game?
vibing. No,
I mean,
nothing.
click onto the next screen. It might just be that the music's dropped for dramatic effect.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
No, it's an audio issue. There's no cues coming up when Aaron goes into the menu.
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard.
right.
I heard it.
Yeah, but we can't.
Oh, why can't you hear it? Stop streaming.
Ah,
Start streaming. Sorry, here you go. Have it again. What's OBS doing? That's fine. No, it's not fine, actually. Oh, no, of course it is fine. Because there's no...
oh wait, hold on.
Hang on.
Yeah, no, I can hear it now.
Yeah, there
There
it
you
is.
go, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
So
wait, hang
Alex
on, I
was
can.
right.
No, it's fine. I got
No,
it.
it's
I
fine.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
cool.
Okay, back.
I'm not plugging in my because the
Okay,
PS4
I think
controller
this.
has
I
a
think.
headphone jack.
I think the music did actually stop at this
Yeah,
point for
you were-
dramatic
you were
emphasis.
right.
But it
You were
did.
right, you just didn't know you were right.
It did also
It did
divert
also
you
dro-
guys
it
to
also,
my
Yeah,
controller.
it dropped the audio, like coincidentally.
So they both happened at the same time, and it fucked me
Yeah.
up.
Aaron, how did I just know that was what was after happening? Actually, I'll tell you how I know, because I've had it happen to me.
Ouchie,
Yeah,
we lost you briefly. We lost your
Sorry, it auto scrolled.
You're bluffing. You're bluffing, you yokel.
Oh no! Anytime I click anywhere, I'm not even on the screen. Sorry, Your Honor, Your Excellency.
Wait, what? Oh, is this my line? The
Mhm.
defence's assertion is clearly too fantastical for the court to comprehend.
No, just ouchie.
You will need to give us more guidance, counsel.
Cool. I'll do that right now.
What piece of evidence corroborates your theory that the victim was stabbed from
That
outside
crime
the
scene
hut?
photograph with the slit.
Yeah, baby.
Take a look at this.
Take a look at
It's this one.
Oh, the
Look at
ground.
this photograph.
The original photographic print of the crime scene?
Oh, don't turn autoplay on. Okay, sorry. I need to be careful. Right quick.
Has the music been turned off?
No, it has not.
No.
It's just
Oh,
very quiet for some reason.
I can't hear any music. Maybe it's just
no,
silent.
can I? I don't understand why that would be the case,
Madness.
but it is
No,
weird.
There
back
are
in
silent
practice.
moments,
Yeah,
like with no music.
bizarre. Okay, well, we'll continue. Yes, it's clearly visible in this print. Allow me to point. The trace of the fatal thrust that was delivered from outside the beach hut.
Fatal thrust.
Fatal thrust.
Do you take us for fools?
Yes!
There's no hint of any such thing.
Yes. I'm not sure that everyone present would agree. Someone, at least, appears to have noticed
Sweating a lot.
It
what
was a
it
lot of
is
sweat
that
for a, like,
I'm
not guilty
referring
man.
to. Mm.
Counsel, once again, I must call on you to be explicit for the court, because everyone else here is a fucking idiot. Where on this photograph is the trace of the stabbing which you claim took place from outside the hut?
That's a slit in the back, I believe.
Yeah. I sure hope there's not meant to be music right now.
Look closely just here.
Whoop.
I don't know how we've done that. We've changed the angle of the photograph. Just pinch the screen.
Yeah.
In the screen at the back of the hut, you can see the effects of a blade having been forced through the reeds.
No, I can't. I can't see any such thing.
Oh my god.
It's true that the hut in question had 4 walls, as you'd expect. However, by parting the reeds, a knife blade could easily penetrate them.
This is extraordinary.
Yes. The true culprit actually stabbed the victim from outside the beach hut. I do think we should be having music. I don't know where the fuck it's
I really
gone.
do.
Yeah,
At this
it's
point.
odd. Very odd.
So right, this one.
There's no music in the.
Yeah, that's really weird. That's very unsettling. Oh, okay, it's back. Hang on.
Okay, here we go. Was that just a weird glitch? No.
No, apparently
No
just kind of
music.
silent. That's so
Maybe.
weird.
Oh well. Let's just keep going.
Mm. Ah,
And of everyone present at the scene, there is only one person who could have done that. Only one person who was directly outside the hut when Miss Brett was killed. Right and memo. Fucking Christ. God damn it. Right and many Menno-san. It could only have been you.
No!
Yeah. Why are your pants so high?
Why not?
You know, that's a fair point. You're not on trial for that.
This preposterous idea leaves me almost speechless. Just look at the photograph again. The victim lies almost exactly in the center of the bench hut, does she not? Are we to assume, as part of this farcical scenario, that the assailant was a knife thrower?
Objection!
No, she was sitting on a fucking chair, you fucking ding.
No, of course not.
We're not.
If you recall the testimony of the defendant about the events just before the victim's death.
Inside the beach hut, I confronted Miss Brett. But she just sat on a stool at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly at me, as if she knew she was untouchable.
I mean, ouchie, it is clearly in the picture.
I was gonna say, it's in the picture, my dude.
Yeah.
In the picture.
A stool.
Have another look at the photograph.
You dumb bitch.
The slit in the read screen would align perfectly with the back of the person who was sitting on that stool.
What? So, in fact, the victim was...
Killed while sitting on the stool by a stab wound to her back delivered through the read screen.
Ah!
Having been attacked, Miss Brett rose to her feet instinctively. But then, unable to speak, she collapsed on the floor in the middle of the hut. Before the defendant, Member-me-san's appalled eyes. And that, Your Excellency, is the truth of what happened. I didn't see the rest of it.
That went so
Okay.
fast.
It's the truth of what happened on the beach that day.
Nice.
By your silence, Many Memo-san. I take it you don't deny the charge. I bet he's gonna do it. He's gonna deny it. He's gonna say it wasn't me.
This is absurd!
That will do.
Right, mate.
That will do. It would appear that we have a tacit admission of guilt from the witness. Accordingly, this court has successfully established the truth of this matter. Which means that the defendant, Mbami-san, is innocent of the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness.
I doubt it's over yet. I'm sure someone will say something.
I finally made him cave.
I must say, I've never been more proud.
Yay!
Oh, God!
Fatherly approval. Woo!
No, this can't be. The Ouchie clan can't. What am I gross? My growth is
Oh
my
my
growth is
God.
here. It wasn't all an apparition. I can't accept this. I won't.
I see no reason for the continuance of this trial. We will therefore move to conclude proceedings by delivering my final verdict and...
it! Well, this is all very convenient. This is how the highest court in our mighty empire delivers justice, is it? Suppressing well-meaning citizens' freedom to speak and branding them as criminals?
You have a point, but you did also stab someone.
Yeah, you did do a lot of stabbing.
You did murder someone.
Murder
You
is
have
a
a point.
crime.
You do have a point.
Cool
but
motive,
you-
still murder.
You did kill someone,
Yeah.
but we've established that the victim was stabbed from outside the hut through the screen walls. Reed screen walls, even.
And no one but you was in place at the time to have his hand on the hilt of the blade. It's a perfectly logical deduction. Just call me Sholmes.
I was going to say, but I'm not there.
You can't
No,
do
that's why it's
deduction.
logical. Because you're not here.
How dare you? It's only because I'm not there that it's not spectacular.
So, your argument hinges on the location of whoever stabbed the Englishwoman, does it?
Yeah, just like the prosecutor's argument, depending on that exact same thing.
Well, it seems a little irrelevant now.
Irrelevant.
Where she was stabbed, how she was stabbed, doesn't matter. I mean, whether she was stabbed at all makes no difference if you think about it.
Is this a
It
philosophical
kind of
debate,
does.
or is
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
Kinda
say it's very
does.
important, but
Like,
sure,
The stabbing
go
well,
off.
is-
Kind
The
of.
stabbing is
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
important to things.
Yeah, just go off, I guess.
After all, the trial's already shown the whole thing hinges on something else.
What?
Oh, what
More bullshit?
weird rabbit hole is he about to set us down now?
What?
something about photographs or
What
witnesses?
are you talking about?
Brace yourself, little man. I'm talking about the fact that everything's changed. Ugh. Because of the dirt you dug up.
What?
Enough obscurity! Explain yourself, witness! So sick of this peddling nonsense.
What's to explain? I'm talking about the poison, of course.
You're saying it doesn't matter if she was stabbed because she was actually poisoned.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying.
You
But we've
son of a
we've
bitch.
already established. Oh god, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine.
Poison?
Let's ask the professor for a comment on the situation, shall we? I understand that a deadly poison you were developing was stolen from your laboratory, correct? And it's been shown that this poison was administered to the victim, Miss Brett. Is that right?
I wonder who fucking got that poison.
That is correct.
We've,
The unusual
I mean,
Mhm.
we've already. I don't know if we've done this in game, but last time we definitely talked about how the ink in the fountain pen had been emptied out, and he's got ink on his hand, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we've already done this. We already know.
hang on, how do you,
Notice.
how do you
We
see
are
it?
aware.
How do you work this thing?
I don't know.
Open. Oh my god, open.
Open everything.
Yeah. It's
Empty.
Yeah.
Not
There you
go.
ink.
And
Zero
the ink
ink.
is on his hand.
Yeah.
It's on his
So-
hand, yeah.
You know, we've already done this.
The unusual constriction of the victim's pupils are a sure sign that this particular poison was used. I see. So, presumably that means that the victim already had the poison in her body before she was stabbed?
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
What?
Ah,
Just the
Given that her
frustration.
pupils were clearly constricted, it seems highly likely, yes.
This
If she had been
motherfucker.
dead already, the poison could not have circulated in her blood.
This motherfucker.
You know, it doesn't take that long for blood to circulate.
Is it
Wow.
a crime to stab a dead person?
A dying person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's a crime. I think it would be
Oh,
GBO,
really?
maybe.
Oh?
It's
Yeah.
you get done for like second-degree murder or something instead
That's
of
the
first-degree
one.
murder.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, it is a crime, and you're still going to prison.
Oh.
Congrats.
You dumbass.
I take it back.
How refreshing to hear the argument of a metropolitan mind.
Stop flirting with the witness, Archie.
Precisely. It matters not a jot who stabbed whom and whose back and with whose blade.
Except it does, because somebody still tried to kill her.
Because, quite simply, the Englishwoman's life was taken not by the knife, but by the poison.
The poison.
The poison.
But-
The little dose of
Oh,
poison.
But that can be explained by the poison being on the blade, as I already disproved earlier in this court.
Forgotten already, have we, yokel?
Whoops.
During these very proceedings, the laboratory of the professor at your side assisted in proving
There was no poison on the blade.
that the blade of the weapon used to attack the victim had no trace of poison on it whatsoever.
I feel like we've
No.
already proved this all over.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
odd.
So, let me get this down. The facts, as skillfully established by the defense in this trial, turn out to be a headline-making red herring. Is that about right?
Like, not in the slightest, but sure.
No. Ugh, well,
One
ah!
round.
Shit. Shit and
You're
fuck.
gonna get CTE at this point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Order, order, order. What? Where does this leave us?
Just give me a second.
How, in that case, did the poison enter the victim's body?
We already know.
There is an undeniably obvious answer to that. The lady most likely
Imbibed.
imbibed
Imbibed.
it. Imbibed.
Drank it.
You mean she drank it?
I said it was an obvious answer. I could have just fucking said she drank it.
Yes, but he's a forensic scientist, so that's what happens.
Yeah. Have another look at. I was gonna try and think of a complicated word for photograph, but I can't. So just have another look at the photograph here. As you can see, a bottle of carbonated water. Oh, it's carbonated water, is it? It's not wine. Grape juice.
PG.
And a glass had been knocked onto the sandy floor of the beach hut. The poison could have been slipped into either.
So somebody made Miss Brett drink it.
Imbibe it. Well, what do you know? Look at those dashing eyes! This will make a great front page shot.
If you keep moving
Am
the
I
camera like that.
am I still being flirted with?
Hey!
Might be.
Why the bewitching stare? After all, I'm the last person you should be looking at. It'd make no sense at all that I poisoned a woman, would it? I mean, that's been established already.
Established? What are you talking about? He's going to admit to it, motherfucker.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. That's a little hard to believe, given that the person who established it was you.
It's so terrible. Every fucking time. Me?
What on earth does he mean? I'm very uncomfortable.
Ooh, let me capture those wide eyes. This is prime press
God.
fodder, this is.
So creepy.
Seeing that this trial is not destined to end yet after all.
God,
fuck's
how
sake.
much longer?
I hereby call upon the witness to give further testimony.
That's
No,
great,
stop
that is.
talking shit. Oh, flattery. Okay.
Let me get a shot of that magnificent beard, Your Excellency. No, it's all business.
You claim it to be impossible that you were the one responsible for administering the poison to the victim. You explain to the court in your testimony the basis upon which you make such a claim. Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
I'm a journo, and I'm a man.
Neither of those things mean you're not also a murderer.
I've never
Those
tried
are
to run
things.
or hide from anything in my life.
I thought you were a journalist.
And I'm not about to start now, because that's many memoism.
Cool.
For a brief moment, I thought I'd eliminated the truth, but it slipped right back into obscurity again. Just where is this trial going to take us?
I thought we were nearly done.
To England, perhaps?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh yes, I
Oh,
stabbed
my.
the English woman,
He's just coming out with it. Okay.
and it's that very fact that proves I'm innocent.
He does now.
You're not innocent though, you stabbed a woman!
Because why would I have bothered to stab the woman if I'd already poisoned her?
Misdirection.
Misdirection.
Yeah, misdirection, exactly.
When I heard the student girl and that pompous English murderer arguing, it got my goat. If the courts weren't gonna punish Brett for what she did, someone else would have to see justice done.
Weird misplaced sense of justice.
Mm. So, you admit it then? This is still a crime.
Really?
Yes. This is still very much a crime that you are admitting in court. All right. That everything happened as I described. That you are the one who stabbed Miss Brett in the back through the read screen. Again, this is a crime.
You
All
can
right.
blame this miserable country of ours.
All right, Joker. Jesus Christ. We live in a fucking society, is it?
A country that bows to the pressure of foreign powers and lets murderers walk free.
Yep, we live in a society.
What kind of future can a country like that have?
I mean, you'd be surprised.
That's why I did it. I did what our pathetic leaders didn't have the guts to do.
Stabbed a woman in the back.
Slap bang in the middle of that charming lady's back. I plunged the blade of sweet justice right in there.
This is still a crime.
This is still a crime. And that was that was a very weird way to say it.
Very much a crime. But also kind of heavy.
Yeah.
As someone who spends his life seeing that the truth is told, I feel really, really awful about giving false information in my testimony before.
I'm sure you're just torn up. I'm sure you're torn up about it.
Yeah, you
But-
just said absolutely.
As it turns out, there was somebody else who had it in for the victim and got to her before me.
I don't believe that for even a second.
That's right, you guessed it.
The defendant.
That pretty little student girl. Now there's a woman after my own heart.
She's a baby. She's literally a child.
Oh, you're implicating Ray again. God fucking damn it.
She's the one who gave the poison to the Englishwoman and ended her pitiful existence.
All right.
Ugh.
let's-
And suddenly,
We still
snap!
laugh every time.
This journo here is off the hook.
No, it's still a crime.
You're
You
still a
did
dick.
still stab someone. That is a crime.
Yeah, that's still very much a crime.
The argument is sound, certainly. If the witness had administered the poison himself, he need only have waited for it to take effect. Subsequently stabbing the victim in the back would have been entirely nonsensical.
Unless it's for misdirection purposes.
So we need, what is his motive? What's his real motive?
What he said.
Is it?
Genuinely, yeah, I think so.
Why poison and stab her then?
Well, he
misdirection.
poisoned her to kill her and then stabbed her to throw the blame on Ray so he can still walk free. That's what I reckon happened.
And therefore, this reporter had nothing to do with the poisoning. Yes, it's all quite logical.
That's right, it is. Logical and true. I'm glad you've all seen the light. Justice at last.
Is it?
This is unbelievable. And after I'd made so much progress in proving his guilt, is he going to get away with it now? Probably not. This is just the first case in the game.
I love that she does that.
Think of Kazuma-sama and Naruhodo-san. They never stopped looking for a way forward until the judge's final gavel.
Oh,
Right.
your Excellency.
Very well then, counsel. Proceed with what I assume to be your final cross-examination in this trial.
Oh, we can only hope, Your Excellency.
We can dream.
Trying our best to...
Yes, Your Excellency.
All right. Last one.
I guess we just press. I can't remember what he was. I genuinely I forgot what he said. Oh yes, I stabbed the Englishwoman. Wahaha.
What? Press?
Was
Press them
I?
all?
Yeah, why not?
You're not fucking innocent. You stabbed a woman.
So, you do admit you had murderous intentions towards Miss Brett then?
And also stabbed her.
Huh?
Well, that was attempted murder at least.
Wait.
What?
The woman's very existence offended my sense of justice.
Cool. Your sense of...
He's claiming some sort of righteous indignation?
This guy Fulbright's ancestor.
Hmm.
She was pure evil. A cold-blooded killer who'd committed murder right here on our empire's soil.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But did our... Oh! Damn!
Damn my nipples.
That is how you get chafing.
I was surprised he has any nipples left.
But did our good-for-nothing government do anything? Not a chance! So I had to step in.
Sure.
Fly the flag of justice! Put things right for the people! Yes, it was my civic duty. That's what drove me to do it.
So, in summary, murderous intentions then. Cool motive, still murder.
Whatever you want to call it, the point is this. That Englishwoman was a blight, so I had to do what was right for society, which we live in.
God.
We live in them.
Yet a real wrong was done by the student girl in the dock, crime for which she must pay.
Okay.
Obviously, because the poisoning was nothing to do with me at all.
Oh man, you're just gonna lie in court in an Ace Attorney game?
Why would I have bothered to stab the woman if I'd already poisoned her?
No, you're fucking weird, man. So you still maintain that you didn't give poison to the victim?
Obviously! That'd be like putting a belt on your trousers when you're already wearing braces like these!
Have you ever heard the phrase belt and braces, Mr. Many Memo?
Oh?
The accused witness stabbed the victim.
Are you being serious?
No, I was in character. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
An
Sorry.
unforgivable act, certainly. Not one of murder. That crime rests on the accused's shoulders.
Not of murder, because someone got their seconds first.
This is how the law works, you see, yokel. Who knows, you may even learn something here today.
I might kill this man.
Ah.
Yeah, you can put it that way, Your Excellency.
This is a murder.
Yeah, 2 consecutive attempts on her life in the space of minutes. Quite a day for the victim. Our last, obviously.
Do something that evil and you've got it coming. That's how the law works. The law of reckoning.
Okay. That's not the kind of law this court upholds.
You will reiterate why you were compelled to stab the victim then, witness? Unlawfully? Illegally?
You've got my goat.
What exactly were they arguing about?
About what happened in that restaurant 9 months ago, that's what. The student girl was laying into the Englishwoman for killing her beloved mentor, Dr. Wilson.
Yes. John H. Wilson. A professor of medicine, invited here from England by Professor Mikotoba, no less.
Right! But the Englishwoman just jeered.
Her case was to be heard by the British Consular Court in Shanghai. However, there is little doubt that she would simply have been acquitted and sent back to her homeland a free woman.
It was eating that student girl up inside, you could see it. I really felt for her.
Oh, someone
Right,
else
going to
felt it.
reject, isn't she?
I don't
Hell
care.
yeah! Rip. Eli even, goddamn, what's wrong with me?
Eli. Hello?
Eli.
He's muted, so.
Yes, but they're not deafened. By rights, they should
Hello?
be able to hear us.
But they are mute.
Unless, of course, they're off on the toilet.
That is a possibility. Is Eli's username actually different?
Hello.
Sorry, I needed to run across the room and get my charger. So
You alright?
Ah,
Hello.
fair enough.
Is your username still Ripleyinpieces?
On what?
That's just what I've put in the title of the Twitch stream.
Oh yeah, it's still in my Discord, still on
Okay.
Twitter.
Cool, no worries.
Yeah, we're not sold on Eli entirely yet, so I don't know. It is
Yeah,
subject to
just
change.
trying it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like Ripley. This is the thing, but it's like not it.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
Just let me know if. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Mm.
I can't. I can't stand here and listen to this tripe.
Ray,
Young girl, you stand accused here. You can't just blurt out whenever you feel like it.
No, you can't. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of some very important testimony here. Just keep quiet and listen.
This awful man is making all of this up!
Oh my gosh, you don't say.
Sasato, please! You have to make them listen!
I don't know who that is.
Fuck is Sasato? Return to the dock at once, Membami-san. We are in the middle of a cross-examination.
Your Excellency, please, I implore you. That journalist is clearly not a trustworthy witness.
Are we really attacking journalists in this day and age? Never before has journalistic integrity been more important.
Definitely. Exactly. He's a filthy, rotten, black-hearted, bigoted, dirty, great peeping Tom.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, take it easy there.
Please. I really think the court should hear what the defendant has to say. Yell at him some more.
I'm a dick. You don't have a girlfriend. Or a boyfriend, I don't judge.
Who'd want to date these nipples?
And you know everyone wants to date my nipples.
Tony?
Your Excellency, I see no need whatsoever to entertain the accused's remarks.
Yeah, you're the prosecutor, of course you fucking don't. In a surprise turn of reasonableness, I will grant the request of the defense.
Hell yeah, this is why you're better than the British judge.
I was to say, Scottish judge, Japanese Scottish judge is way better than normal judge.
Yeah.
This is likely to be the final cross-examination of these proceedings. If only because after
Thank
this,
God.
I would be too drunk to make logical. Can't even think of the word. As such, I believe it would be ill-advised to stifle the defendant's obvious concerns. Cool. So, whilst recognising that this contravenes the regular protocol, I hereby call upon the defendant to speak.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah!
Defendant, speak.
Eep. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Alright, extra testimony, let's go!
It was nothing to do with Dr. Wilson. We were discussing the stolen poison.
Huh.
Hold it!
The stolen poison that killed the victim, you mean? The poison
to clarify,
that
there
killed
is
the
some
victim.
other
The victim's
stolen poison
poison. The
around.
poison that killed the victim.
The poison specifically used on
Used to
the
kill the victim. That poison? That poison.
Yeah. I suspected her of being the one to steal it. I mean, just think about how she killed Dr. Watson.
I mean, she shot him, did she? I can't remember what happened, to be honest. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think she did shoot him, yeah. That's true. Additionally... Oh no, wait, she poisoned him with the water that he drank.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
because
and
he
then
had
shot him.
he had an operation or whatever. Yeah. Anyway. That's true. Additionally, Miss Brett suddenly had knowledge of the new poison.
Totally. It would be no easy task to steal a highly secret toxin being developed for the government.
Indeed. All visitors to the laboratory are thoroughly searched when they leave. Even if
Quicksilver
a
has
thief...
always had a pink, fuzzy creature living on your stomach.
Yes.
He's 4. Even if a thief managed to avoid being seen by myself or a colleague, getting the poison out would be very difficult.
That's true. I pestered Professor Mikitomo until he agreed to show me the poison when I visited his laboratory.
Seki, what have you been up to?
But as I left, I was searched from top to tail.
Fortunately, I'd hidden it up my anus.
I don't even want it.
God, that's very brave.
It didn't have a blurred end. It was terrible.
Miss Brett rather bluntly revealed the existence of the toxin we'd been developing, you see. And since Soseki-san expressed such an interest in it, I felt unable to refuse. Obviously, I gave nothing away, other than the fact that it was an extremely potent substance.
I'm very ashamed of myself. It's just that I've had a singularly terrible experience with a deadly poison. I wanted to look my old enemy in the eye. Surely you can understand that. To find out if my suspicions were true, I confronted Miss Brett about the poison. I told her that if there were to be an incident involving it somehow, it wouldn't just be the university. The military would be dragged into it. The whole government, even. It would be a complete disaster.
How did Miss Brett respond to your concerns?
She just has those beautiful lips of hers and said she didn't know the first thing about it. In English, actually. Beautiful lips, huh?
Little bit fruity.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ah, yes. Many Memo-san, one small question, if you don't mind. I do mind! Can't you see I'm busy? Clearly, you were outside the beach hut listening in to whilst the defendant and Miss Brett were conversing. Presumably, then, it was you who wrote this article about what you'd heard? Exclusive! Deadly poison stolen from Yume Medical Research Laboratory. The story was published in this morning's edition of Shoyu News. The details are too accurate for it to have been written by anyone else. Huh. Sorry, don't know what you're talking about.
You are such a filthy liar.
Yes! Look at this! The entire article! It's almost what I said to Miss Brett word for word!
Well, Memo-san,
As a journo, and as a citizen of a free country, I don't have to reveal my sources. That's a founding principle of many memoism.
No. You reveal your sources unless it's going to put them in danger to reveal them.
Mm-hmm.
Not in
Father.
many memoism.
Father's clearly
You
right about
bitch!
this. That reporter did write that article, and he based it on what he overheard from outside the hut.
yay!
There we go. I didn't actually read it. What did it say?
Mm-hmm.
An
Poison
article about
article.
reporter based it on information he gleaned by eavesdropping. There we go.
Is there anything? Have we looked at that paper before?
No, we literally just
Yeah.
got it.
I think it's just been updated.
Do we wanna
I
look
think
at it?
we have
Oh,
seen
right.
it.
Yeah,
It's stolen.
Deadly poison. Smallest amount can be
Fine
via
enough.
wound from a poisonous blade and prove
yeah,
fatal to
we've
mix.
already looked at this because this is how we established that the poison
Yeah.
was used. Yeah,
This
cool.
is how we
Yep,
prove
cool.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes have it.
So that's what it was all about. You were trying to cover up the fact that you were listening in. That's why you came up with that stinking story about me arguing with her.
Shut up! My stories never stink.
Well, you do at least.
Look, whatever you say, little girl, it doesn't alter the facts.
I'll alter your face in a minute.
I like where he's sweating during the whole... his normal
Yeah,
poses as
God, he's
well.
got a fucking reek at this point. Like,
Your Excellency, there's something I want to say, and I want it to go on record.
Mm-hmm.
This couldn't possibly work against you.
No, surely not.
Please, Your Excellency. Let me incriminate myself a bit.
Just a bit of incrimination. I love it. Just a bit of it. Just a
Was it
crumb.
We
true?
do a bit of incriminating.
It's Skulkin Brothers. Back at it again. G?
Hey,
yeah.
Very well. You may amend your formal testimony. Make it
Oh God. Jesus.
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 Is he okay?
No.
The point is, if you'd poisoned someone, there'd be no reason to then go and stab the person as well.
Okay, I think we can immediately present that poison article.
Do you reckon?
Hmm.
This one.
Because,
Yeah, I mean, why?
There's- yeah. I mean, for me, if it's almost word for word,
Hmm.
there was actually no opportunity for Ray to have poisoned her. If it's based on if it's entirely word for word.
Yeah. Like, why would she be talking about it
Yeah.
if the woman had it and not her?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright. I'm down.
Objection!
Sorry.
Objection.
Cough. Pardon. Well, I can think of one reason.
What? What?
I think our argument is going to be like you pinning it on this man. Anyway, before I explain, I'd like you to confirm something for the court. Did you glean all of the information for this newspaper article from what you overheard outside the hut?
Thanks, mate.
Of course he did. There's no question of that.
Yeah.
After all, when we were in the laboratory together, all we were told is that there was a terrible toxin.
Yeah, so that's the... And there is one more important fact to consider. I love her little smug face.
Yeah.
According to the witness even, Member Misan's verbal attack against the victim began as soon as she entered the hut. In other words, it would have been impossible for her to have slipped the poison into Miss Brett's drink. I'm a fucking genius.
where are you going with this, Council?
Where do you think? Many Member-san has made it quite clear that he observed every single thing that happened in the beach hut. So he would have seen it happen. Oh no, G's gone.
Oh.
Oh, we've lost a G.
I wonder, have they scooted off to get into bed?
Yeah.
It's a likely story.
As in, like, they'll be rejoining now shortly. With
I
right,
see,
cool.
I
the
see,
phone
I
as
see.
opposed to...
Yay!
On the laptop.
G's back. Alright, cool. If the defendant had somehow found an opportunity, this man would have seen it. That's also something that I probably could have worked. I probably should have figured out. Yeah, that's more obvious. Yeah. Well.
Which means that Miss Brett couldn't have imbibed the poison whilst the defendant was present. In fact, it must have been administered to her before Membomi-san entered the hut.
Yes, very articulately put.
What?
You good?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just moving
Did you
upstairs.
What did I hear? I need a curry.
No, I
Judge-
said
The judge just
said-
like, I need a curry.
curry.
Under his breath.
We all need a curry after this.
No, I said, what do I need to carry?
Ah, sorry. It's
I was like,
close.
It's very close.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Sorry?
When I walked into the hut, I immediately started to press Miss Breast about the poison.
At which point, many Memo-san overheard some worrying information.
Worrying information? What worrying information?
The worrying information I'm about to tell you. The information which he subsequently included in his newspaper article, namely, that the poison was being developed in strict secrecy and it couldn't be readily obtained.
Absolutely. In fact, that's quite an understatement. The only possible place it could come from is my lab.
And furthermore, anyone afflicted by the poison would exhibit telltale signs in death.
The extreme constriction of the pupils. Yes, it's quite stark when you see it. There are other poisons that show similar symptoms, but not among new substances are undetectable.
In other words, it would be clear that the victim's life had been ended by the use of this particular poison, which would reduce the number of suspects to only a handful of people.
Ah!
Yes.
Who puts avocados in the fridge? Why are you doing this to me? Shit,
Don't
I'm
put
sorry.
Avocados in the fridge.
How else are they supposed to ripen? You can't ripen them in the fridge.
Yeah, they go.
They ripen
They just-
really quickly no matter what you do.
No! They don't ripen in the fridge. They just go brown and sad, like bananas. Anyway, carry on.
Everyone in my laboratory is aware of the unique properties of the toxin we've been developing. None of them would be foolish enough to attempt to use it for some nefarious deed. Membami-san being no exception.
I like how the argument here is now. Well, she could have done it, but she's not. She could have murdered her, but she's not stupid enough to. So, therefore, we can conclude that whoever administered this unique poison to the victim was a fucking dumbass. Was a layperson, unaware of its telltale properties.
Ugh. Mm.
In other words, someone like you.
Oh!
Write in many memo.
I had a thought!
Oh?
But
You good?
it was just, I was thinking, like, it makes perfect sense. Like, that would explain even more why he stabbed her, less to point the blame at Remember Me, but, because he realised that the poison was really specific, and if people thought she'd just been stabbed, they wouldn't look for poison, and therefore no one would realise that somebody had poisoned her using that specific poison.
Exactly.
Because after he's heard that conversation, that he's like, oh shit, I need to stab her.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that's when he realises that there's no way anyone would accidentally.
I'm sure he's about to
Yeah.
perjure himself all over.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
And he stands there with his hat on his face.
It was you who stole the poison from the laboratory on that day. And it was you who administered it to the unwitting victim.
Imagine if your victim was witting.
Yeah, I imagine. But she quickly realized that it was a terrible mistake.
Because the poison because the poison caused such unusual symptoms and was so traceable.
As you listened in from the far
Yeah,
side of the beach hut's
fool.
thin walls, you learnt of these facts. But you'd already given the victim the poison at a point. It was too late. So, you hatched a plan to disguise your mistake. A plan that involved stabbing the victim in the back through the reed screen. Shut the fuck up, Alchie!
But what good could that possibly do?
Isn't it obvious, Council? The plan was to kill
Yeah,
Miss Brett
council.
before the Sorry. The plan was to kill Miss Brett before the poison could take effect. Yes.
Once in the blood, the poison causes the onset of pupil constriction. But he had hoped to precipitate the victim's death before that happened, hadn't he?
Exactly. Because without any revealing signs of the new secret poison's use, no one would have ever suspected. I love this
Why did I
music.
judge?
This is extraordinary.
Yes, the effects of the poison meant it would be too easily identified, so the killer had to mask its use. Which he attempted to do so by
But
plunging a
presumably it would
knife
only be-
into the middle
It
of the
would only
victim's
be
back.
easy- Are these guys at the university, are they like the only coroners? Because like no, but it's like usually if someone's stabbed, especially in the early days of forensic science, you wouldn't usually look for a second cause of death.
Well, he wasn't planning on stabbing her. He was just going to let the
No.
poison kill her.
No, I don't mean him. I mean whoever's doing the autopsy. Normally, if you have a really obvious cause of death, you don't look for a less obvious one afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Unless you have a detective who's going, I know this person got stabbed, but I don't think that's actually why they died.
Well,
Yeah.
no, everybody assumed
We
it
all
was a
thought
stab
she
wound, but
died from the stab
yeah,
wound.
we proved that she was poisoned in the trial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was obviously.
That's the only reason why it came to light.
Yeah, we all thought.
Okay.
Because
The
we're
autopsy
very
report still
smart
says she
and
died.
we're very smart and very sexy.
You're
Yes.
not wrong.
So sexy.
Smart and sexy attorney is what they should have called it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Except then it would be SS attorney, and I don't think that goes well.
Oh.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. Enlarge! Full screen!
It's order 3 times.
Order! I am Scottish. The argument presented is sound. I'm gonna shut my door. The court is satisfied that it warrants consideration. And I need a piss, so... does the prosecution have a counter-argument it wishes to put forward?
Yeah. Does the prosecution have anything?
Certainly not any hair.
Well, there are a number of. I mean, yes, I counter completely.
The prosecution's evasive response clearly shows that in much the same way as he nurtures the remnants of his top knot, he is clinging to lost hope. How dare you!
Ow!
heard you yourself.
Oh. You pathetic, useless, fallen samurai!
Ooh.
Fallen? Who are you calling fallen?
I don't need a counter-argument.
What? What are you talking about?
It should be blatantly obvious. I stole the poison.
Is it
you
just
say.
me, or did Memento just get a little bit hot?
he just took his stupid hat off.
Lose the hat.
Suddenly!
Lose the hat. Swipe right.
Okay, sorry, please continue.
Oh my goodness.
I stole the poison, you say. Gave it to the victim, you say. Stabbed her, you say. Lots of fine theories. But I don't need a counter-argument, because you don't have an argument yourself. Where's your evidence?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. Oh no.
Yes, you make it sound all so plausible, don't you? But without evidence, it means nothing. Whereas I base my news on facts. Ace Attorney game 101. Facts?
What facts?
What's a fact?
Facts? What do you mean? Explain yourself!
I mean, what the professor said earlier in this trial. It's all here, in my many memos, every word, every slip of a tongue, all noted. That's what the Shoyu News is famous for. It's the power of the printed word. Flashback.
But surely it would be no easy task to steal a highly secret toxin being developed for the government.
Indeed, all visitors to the laboratory are thoroughly searched when they leave. Even if a thief managed to avoid being seen by myself or a colleague getting poisoned, that would be very difficult.
And yet he managed it, and we know
In
how.
his pen.
How's that then? Blown the story wide open?
Something certainly is blown wide open.
If only something was being blown wide open.
Oh my god!
See... I write in many memo, mere reporter from the Shoyu News. Couldn't
Many
possibly
memo.
have stolen that poison from the professor's laboratory.
Ah, shit. It's okay though, we're literally about to disprove this.
But there can't be any question of it. He must have stolen the poison that day. He stole it and used it to kill. And if that's the case...
As you've identified, the poison itself is the definitive evidence we need. Would be a shame if we were to suddenly prove a way for you to get it out. Because whoever stole it from the laboratory that day is the true culprit here.
What's your...
Listen, many memos into twinks, okay? That's all there is to it.
You know what? That's very valid of him.
What's your
Literally
point?
the only valid thing about him.
Yep.
What's your point, you annoyingly handsome country bumpkin?
Your Excellency, can you have that underlined in the court record?
I'll see what he can do.
Yeah. My point is this. There is one way that you, Many Memo-san, could have stolen the poison that day.
Ugh.
I have heard enough verbal conjecture. No, thank you. The court must be shown as evidence.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to do it.
Evidence.
I got,
Truth
I got,
deep
I got so much fucking evidence.
There's so much evidence. It's up to my
With
eyeballs
pen,
and evidence.
the pen. I hope to God we've done everything we need to with that stupid pen. The proof, Your Excellency,
Is in
this
the pudding.
fountain pen.
A fountain pen. How can that possibly be relevant?
We were talking about it earlier. This
But like, you know,
Let's don't worry about it. These magical pens somehow seem to have enough ink to write many thousands of kanji characters. I believe they arrived in our country for the first time some 15 years ago now.
I swear, weasel hair calligraphy brush and nothing else. These newfangled pens are merely a fad.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to catch on.
Never.
well, as a forward-thinking man of words, obviously I love my fountain pen. Sucking the
When-
sumptuous ink in one's work is a wash of words in the blink of an eye.
Have we seen this pose before? He's holding his head.
No.
It's giving Vogue.
It's giving vogue.
Sasaki-san on the cover of Vogue.
Okay, that's right. Fountain pens have a small reservoir in the barrel, into which ink is sucked up through the nib of the pen in order to write with later.
It's not even that funny. Oh.
What does...
What?
Eating myself.
Quite done.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What does all this talking of sucking up ink have? Ah!
Oh yes. And just as it's possible to suck up ink into a reservoir, it's also possible to eject it through the nib again, of course. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. Oh, I can't breathe. Hold on. My word. Can this really be? Yes, it can.
Well, many memos, san. When you saw the deadly poison before your eyes in the laboratory that day, you used your fountain pen, your very lifeblood, to steal some of it, didn't you? By siphoning the poison up through the nib and into the pen's reservoir.
Ah!
This is some fucking injection.
Absurdity! That never happened!
True, we've heard that there are procedures in place to prevent thefts like this from the laboratory. But would anyone have thought to look inside a fountain pen of all places?
No, I'm a little ashamed to say that for fear of offending our guests, such a detailed search would not have been conducted.
Well, this is quite startling, I must say.
I
very
remind the
startled.
court that this pen was found in the clutches of the victim when she died.
Oh
In
yeah.
other words, it was dropped at the scene by many Meno-san.
Huh? Huh?
So the crucial question is, when exactly was the pen dropped?
Are you suggesting?
The natural conclusion is that in your haste to act whilst the victim was distracted for a moment, You dropped the pen after you emptied the poison from it into her glass. I thought she would have. I thought she licked the nib. That would have been.
Could be any
Yeah.
other alternative explanations. For example, the witness could have been using his pen to write down details of his conversation with the victim. And when shocked by one of her outrageous answers, the pen fell with quivering hand.
No, that can't be. That's dumb as fuck. If it was, how do you explain why the pen was devoid of ink?
What?
Not been paying
As you
attention
can
to the
see
evidence.
for yourself, if you examine the evidence, there would appear to be no ink present in the reservoir. What newspaper reporter goes to interview someone with nothing in his pen? No, the pen was dropped after the poison filled its reservoir had been emptied into the victim's glass. Getting very hot and bothered over there.
Witness, what do you have to say in your defense?
Uh-oh. Oh no! He's been Waluigi this whole time!
Oh my god.
Sir, this is how
Waluigi.
I'm running.
You've been working out.
Waluigi time!
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
got
how
some-
else do you
he
think
got
he does
some
those
muscle
tennis
in.
trick shots?
Yeah,
Waluigi has
my
to be
bad.
built as fuck.
He's built beneath the suit. He's built beneath the suit.
He's good twig arms. So, this is how our modern justice system works, is it?
Oh, for God's sake. Why do we have to deal with this after every single thing? Like, someone goes on a fucking soliloquy about the modern justice system. We
Yeah,
get it,
yeah.
you're upset that you got found out. Can it and go to prison.
So what if the ink in my pen runs dry? So what if my pencil snaps?
I think they have pills for that.
Wolverine!
Well, maybe the first one, I'm not sure about the second one. Second one might need surgery.
I can always claw my way back into the game. I have
Huge
plenty in
Aquaman.
reserve.
Alright, Wolverine.
Huge Aquaman! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Pencil attack!
You could just fucking... They just, like, sort of class her onto the ground.
You claim I sucked the poison up into my pen? That's wild speculation, nothing more. If you thought you could bring down a fine, upstanding citizen with a trick like that, think again. It looks as though it's going to take one final decisive blow to finish this matter.
Christ, what else do we have to do?
What's that on your hand, Many Memo-san? It's that weird splodge of ink from your empty fountain pen. As I
I've got
see
an
it. Oh no, I've gone Irish.
Wrong England.
Wrong
You want
England.
to go to Japan?
Wrong Japan. Wrong Japan. As I see it, the situation is now very simple. It rests upon whether or not this witness did indeed steal the poison on the day in question. And therefore, it all depends on whether or not the defense can prove that he did with evidence.
Okay.
Have you got the logbook for visitors into the laboratory, for example? That would be really helpful.
No, that would be really useful, but I don't think we do.
Yeah, no such evidence could possibly exist.
Many Memo-san. This is how our modern justice system works.
What?
In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Something you would do very well to remember. Because we are well past the point of speculation at this stage, I assure you.
I love that coming from her who literally just speculated about how he's committed the crime.
Shush, I can prove it. Shut up, shut up. I can prove it.
Very well then. I call upon the defense to present the aforementioned evidence.
Sure.
This is it then. This will be the final piece in the puzzle.
If only I knew what it was.
The defense can prove by means of this item that it was the witness's pen that was used to steal the poison.
This means
Do you want-
weapons used to steal the poison.
Can we check? Go back to the pen. Back to the pen. There's a small amount of liquid still inside the ink reservoir. Chemical reagent. We can prove that it's the poison with the chemical reagent.
Yay!
Because if there's poison in the pen, the chemical reagent will indicate it's there. Because there will be traces. There's some liquid still left in.
Yes! Yes!
Indeed.
Smart, Alex!
Indeed.
Yeah, this is the first trial. It's not very hard.
Gensel, what is that bottle? Looks like something tasty to drink.
Do not drink
Do
it!
not drink it, please.
Turn my
Do not
enemies-
drink it, please!
Turn my enemies into frogs.
This? No. What?
We do not need another Phoenix Wright incident.
This bottle contains the unique chemical reagent that can identify the poison in question.
Ah,
Yes, that poison is an entirely new synthesis of alkaloids, developed by my colleagues and I. It would be impossible to detect traces of it by any other method.
Or, from another perspective, simply with this chemical reagent, anybody at all could check for traces of the poison. Let's do it right now.
Reagent? What?
1 drop of the contents of this bottle on the tip of your fountain pen, Many-Momo-san, is all it will take to solve this case beyond all reasonable doubt. There isn't a jury here. We don't really need to do that.
I was going to say, there is no reasonable doubt here.
There's no jury. It's fine. Don't worry. Whatever. It's fine.
No. You can't. I won't.
We've got the evidence. You don't have to do anything.
Damn right.
Crimes. Sorry.
That's alright.
Your crime's bad enough, but at least know when to admit defeat.
Your Excellency, the defense requests permission to carry out the test on the fountain pen at once.
Huh?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
This isn't my fault! The Empire drove me to this, trying to hold its head high as a civilization. I took up arms in the form of the pen. I fought tirelessly on the battlefield in the name of justice and righteousness. Many more!
Susato, with me!
I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm here!
Ah!
Looks like Many-Momo-san is blasting off again!
Did I do it right? That was a Susato takedown, wasn't it?
Not quite. That was a Reunato takedown. Because that's who I am in this court in front of everybody else. I'm a man. I have a penis.
Girlfriends.
Oh my god. Are you really dating if you haven't done karate together at least like once?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The instant the first drop of the reagent touched the nib of the fountain pen, it was clear to everyone present. Oh.
When I saw it there in the lab, the poison, the devil got hold of me and
Don't blame
I
him.
decided to do it on a whim.
Lucifer had nothing to do with this.
Yes, that's not fair.
I excused myself and emptied all the ink down the sink in the bathroom, washing the reservoir out carefully.
And then you waited for an opportunity to suck up some of the poison, didn't you? Into your fountain pen.
Yes.
No, into my
That's
other
right.
pen.
Answer me one thing, Many-Momo-san. Why did you steal it? For what purpose?
What
To
did
kill
you what did you
bitch,
fucking think?
obviously.
Isn't it obvious?
Oh.
to find out what it was made of and expose it in an article. I mean, it was a secret project after all. Too juicy for a journo like me to pass up.
Then why did the Englishwoman end up dead?
I went into that hut intending to quiz her on her situation, that's all. As a reporter. A known killer enjoying full freedom. Evading justice by leaving the country. I told her what I thought about it. And she just laughed in my face!
I mean, that does sound very, in character.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think this is
Oh,
Mm.
what's this? A Far Eastern caveman purporting to practice journalism?
Oh yeah, I would have killed her for that too.
Really? You must learn the difference between reporting and listening at doorways, you ignorant plebeian.
I'll give her that.
What? What did you call me?
This country, with its pretensions to a justice system, to a free press, it's really quite depressing. You see our superior ways in the West, yet you lack the mental capacity to emulate them.
Pineapple.
Get out of here, you oath.
Yes.
Get out and crawl back into the cave you came from.
Pineapples.
I would have poisoned it too, let's be real.
The first sentence.
Mm.
The first sentence.
That's when I remembered. About the deadly poison I happened to have in my pen at the time.
What a terrible tale.
And here's a murder weapon I made earlier.
In my head, I knew I should just get out of there as quickly as possible. But I couldn't.
I hate her too much.
I couldn't let her get away with what she'd done, when she clearly had no remorse at all. I suppose it was my journo spirit, getting all fired up.
Okay. Fine. Sure.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
still gonna go to prison.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you something.
Yes.
Do you really think I'm handsome? This is like two people. It can't be a coincidence. This is
Annoyingly
weird. This is weird.
Are you feeling a sense of euphoria at all? Perhaps a gender euphoria?
It's just weird. That's all. No comment. You often talk about justice, but surely, as a journalist, you could have used other means to deliver the justice you sought.
Mm. There's no justice in the press.
Sorry?
After that trial 9 months ago, I kept digging and digging to find out what had happened in that courtroom. Finally, I discovered the truth. It was a cover-up! That's what it was!
A cover-up? What do you mean?
It would remind you of your possession, witness. Be careful of what you say.
Oh, no. I wanted to keep going. Purge yourself. Go on.
Oh, come on! Doesn't it strike you as strange? We're suddenly not allowed to convict a foreign national? Consular jurisdiction should never have come into it. And yet that puffed up English woman was going to sail away into the sunset a free woman. The only possible explanation is that, behind the scenes, some deal had gone down between Britain and Japan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What
big
sort of deal?
I'd done my research, dug up all the dirt. It was all ready to be published. But you know what happened? The editor just tore the article up!
Mm-hmm.
He came under pressure from the government, you mean? If our government is going to let criminals walk free, if they're going to crush a free press, then what choice do I have but to see that justice is done myself?
Let's not forget, Many Memo-san, that you committed murder yourself, and you tried to lay the blame at the defendant's door.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
I'm sorry.
Not the murder,
You're
but
no better than Giselle Brett.
Roasted.
The truth is, you have no right to talk about justice at all. You did fucking murder someone.
I suppose.
Now
I
off to prison
suppose.
with you.
Alright, see ya.
it would appear that we have reached a conclusion in this trial at last. Counsel for the defense, Arituro Naruhodo. Ritaro.
Oh, yes, that's me. Hello. Ah, yes, ahem. Sorry, Your Excellency. Just musing in a manly way here. I am a man, I have both cock and balls.
It's almost unbelievable. It's almost unbelievable that this is your first experience. It's almost unbelievable that this is your first experience of the Supreme Court. It was an excellent performance. In truth, it very much reminded me of your cousin's exploits.
Renosuke, you mean?
The way he handled the trial 9 months ago, and the way you handled this one. It gives me hope that we are genuinely entering a new era of justice in this land.
That's very flattering, Your Excellency.
And then I'm gonna fuck off to England.
Hearing the defence you put forward today made me feel most keenly that the future of our justice system will be forged by you and your contemporaries.
Oh. Thank you.
Now get it out, all of you. I'm very tired. Sorry, I've got to give the prosecution a bone, a scrap. So, Prosecutor Ouchie, do you have any final thoughts?
Ooh, he's
Why
got a box.
do you have a box? Is there a bee in it?
There's a
I think I
knife
know
on
what
it.
that is, but I can't remember
That is a box.
what it's called.
It does look like a birdhouse.
Prosecutor Ouchie,
Are you
you're going to cut off
retiring?
more of your hair?
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's a blade.
I, Tagetsuchi of the Ouchi clan, have invested my callow youth not once now, but twice.
I resign.
If there was any shred of my former self left, it has withered and died here today.
That is very dramatic.
Gosh, your journey to cultural enlightenment sure took a while, didn't it?
Silence!
I'm having a midlife crisis.
Rather than living on in shame,
Oh my god.
I will end it all now with this blade.
You know.
For that is the true path to Ouchiism!
Is anyone gonna stop him?
I don't know.
What is with everyone
does anyone
creating
care?
their own isms right now?
A lot of
Many
out-
memoism, ouchieism.
Ouchieism?
One hopes that's the only way in which he'll be modelling himself after the witness.
Like, no one is gonna stop him.
I was gonna say he's gonna cut off his
Brave of my
hair,
couple.
right?
The time is right for farewell. Hope is lost forever.
Ah, lovely little haiku. No one's making you do. No one's making you do this.
It's so small.
Oh,
Floats away in the wind.
the sparkle animation.
This is so OTT. I love it.
Oh,
This is
I'm gonna
amazing.
cry.
Everyone
Amazing.
close your eyes in a moment of silence for the top knot.
Yeah, moment of silence for the top
Tragic.
knots.
Everyone,
Everybody-
take a
Mem-
moment in the witness stand one at a time.
Moment of silence. Can you hear the commotion upstairs?
Yes, it's these kittens.
These are the cats.
Honestly.
I don't know what they're doing. Someone's being chased, I imagine.
Yes,
Ruined the moment of silence we were having for Ouchie's top knot.
we were taking it very, very seriously. You know, as a group, as a collective.
Mm.
I think we've never been more emotional during a case.
No, this is definitely definitely.
Good lord. Now, in regard to the defendant, remember me, son.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Change your name. I have reached my final verdict. I hereby find you
Not guilty.
not guilty.
Not guilty.
Woo! Do we get confetti? Oh, we get Sakura petals.
I was gonna say Sakura.
Soft. Love it.
God, can we just get that all the time? I love it.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Court is adjourned.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Woo!
Here's one I made earlier.
Great. Now we've got the post credits and woo.
That was the only 238.
It's over. My heart is still pounding in my chest, though. It's all I can do to just stay standing.
Just keels over.
I'm going to
End of
fall
the game.
over.
Well, it was fun.
Lawyers have such great responsibility, such a great burden to bear.
Why are we staring at the back of Renuske?
Don't they, Naruhodo-san?
Look at these little fucking horns. Susato! Susato! Thank. Ah, oh, Christ. I got. Thank you so much. You were so dashing in there.
A very heterosexual thing for you to
Very
say.
heterosexual.
Ray and Father, I don't know what register I should be in.
Honestly, I'm so touched by everything you've. Oh no! I think I'm going to cry.
It wasn't easy, but together we made it. I was on the verge of tears at the end, too.
The only reason I'm still here is because of you.
Oh no, I can't take all the credit. It took courage to tell the truth in there. You did wonderfully, Ray. So I would have to say that the congratulations belong to you.
Susato, don't be standoffish.
Sorry?
We're friends, equals, and the trial's over. So no more of this cute fun to hang on. Fucking hell. It's time to celebrate with swagger. Foot to throw caution to the wind. Come here.
Caution to the... What?
I'm the great defense lawyer Ryutaro Naruhodo, and I'm taking you out to a milk party or something.
Right, I see. I'll think about it, Ray.
We have milk bars. At any rate, we really knocked the wind out of that horrid man, and I feel so good.
Yes, it was satisfying.
It really was. Isn't there anybody else we could throw together?
That's my dad. That's literally my dad, though.
Are you sure we could throw just like a little bit?
I hope you're not looking at me, Ray.
My goodness! No, of course not. Of course not.
Ah, there it is at last. Ray's lovely smile.
Any more wistful and old Alex. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
You fought for your friend to the very last.
Yes, friend.
As your father, I'm extremely proud of you. Defense attorney Ryotaro Naruto.
I should just do this for the rest of the game.
Yeah, stand
Thank you.
aside.
But I couldn't have done it without your help. Anyway, it's time to bid farewell to Ryotaro, I think. I shall miss him in a way, but it's back to Susato Mitokoba now.
I'll never see him again then. Oh, what a terrible shame.
Good lord.
Dear fucking great. What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Is
Oh,
that-
yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Man. I don't know what I look like.
It still says Susato at the top.
Yeah, who knows? I'll just do the normal voice.
Ah, Saseki-san and Inspector Hosonaga. I do hope you've been keeping well.
Is that really you?
Yes, I had to change my appearance for, well, obvious reasons, I hope. But it's me. Susato Mitokoba.
Everybody's doing a lot of questioning right now, aren't they?
Don't. I didn't.
Good lord.
No! Doubly dashing, yes, and devilishly divine. Just like you.
Oh God, what is going on?
I had no idea Mrs. Sato-san Esquires. You were a locum student Naruto-san, Esquire's cousin. Astonishing, astounding ace attorney.
Yeah, he
Hey,
said the
they
thing.
said it! Woo!
He said it.
He said the game, said the thing, well done.
We did it, guys. We can stop playing the game now.
Poor Suseki-san.
So confused.
He's trying his best.
I still remember the first time I ever met him. He was in a prison cell in London.
Yes, it wasn't that long
Suffering
ago,
from carbon
Susato.
monoxide poisoning.
Mm.
What an extraordinary conundrum. It was that the unwitting student from the Japan found himself embroiled in. Are we going to do a quick little... Yep. But after Naruhodo-san's skillful defense at the Old Bailey, Soseki-san was free to return to Japan. And now he seems to have earned himself great fame as an author.
I'm stunned. That's a truly impressive disguise. Even I had no idea. I'm a chief inspector at the police bureau. Who came up with Mr. Turtle, no less.
You've literally got a cloth over your arm. Please wipe the blood away. And please go and see a doctor for consumption.
He loves his disguises. I'm not sure you should be admitting to that, Inspector. Amazing. You're a woman of many faces, I see.
Just two, really. And this was a once-in-a-lifetime event. I hope. Oh, not a patch on you, though, Inspector.
Ah,
Yes, you with the
That'll make him
turtle
feel good.
still on your head.
Well, I am a professional, of course. Yeah, you look it.
Yep, very professional, you know.
I do worry about Inspector Hasanaga sometimes, I really do.
Yeah.
He does have very kind eyes.
9 months ago, oh god. When he appeared here at the Supreme Court to testify.
Press the button.
He
Sorry.
was undercover, disguised as the head waiter of a restaurant. And then, on the steamship to Great Britain, of course, disguised as a sailor to keep us safe on the journey, even though he failed.
He got beaten up.
Oh no!
Flashback.
That didn't help you, did it? Kazuma-sama.
From my perspective, I have to admit that I have mixed feelings about all this.
You can say you find me attractive. Everybody is finding me attractive.
I mean, now the truth has been lost forever.
Why does the glass in his glasses go opaque when he touches them?
It's the anime glasses.
I was about to say, because anime.
Oh, is that a thing? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it when the anime glasses character pushes up their glasses, the glasses always catch the light and obscure their eyes.
Okay.
It's a
Thank
feature
you.
of anime.
I did not know that. Thank you.
And sometimes I catch myself doing the anime glasses push up and I hate
Anime
myself.
glasses thing, yeah, I did that in my interview today, and I was like, wait, shit, fuck.
Wait, that's not how you push up your glasses?
Like, you push them up in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's just when sometimes normally when I'm pushing up my glasses, I'll do it with like one finger. It's specifically the two finger
Yeah.
thing. That's the specific anime gesture.
Oh, I think I do that all the time. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once you
no.
realize you're doing it, you just die a little inside.
Okay.
At least not doing the
Okay.
Edgeworth push up.
What,
That's true.
shirtless in Phoenix's Red's bathroom?
Why in the bathroom of all places?
Because I was gonna say apartment or something, and then my brain just.
Yeah, I always do push-ups in the bathroom.
Yeah, push up in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Get
guess
a shower
there's not
after.
really enough space to do it anywhere else in that apartment.
In
Oh,
the
why doesn't
bathtub,
it-
it's the only place Edgeworth can actually get his entire body in a straight line.
Yeah.
In a straight line.
Sorry. He's never in a straight line because nothing about him is straight.
Nothing about that man is straight.
Sorry, here's the gif I meant to post. I'm talking about the murder that the Englishwoman committed at the end of last year.
Ooh, conspiracy. Spicy. Juicy, in fact. Oh god, yeah, that's so stupid. I have to say I do that sometimes as well. But like how he does that without messing up his glasses lens, like that's quite difficult. Mind you, I do have bigger glasses than him. And smaller hands.
Soseki?
Sorry, fuck.
Sorry?
Ah, yes! It was an English doctor she killed, as I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. John H. Wilson, yes. The man I invited to Japan personally. The mystery is, why did she kill him?
I think she just wanted to.
And now that the culprit herself is dead, we'll probably never know the answer.
Man, if only someone could channel ghosts.
That'd be cool right about now.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really useful.
On the voyage to Great Britain, we had a most unexpected encounter
But this man who was dressed as a sailor and kept getting
with
beaten up.
Mr. Herlock Sholmes. The great detective, I mean.
Yes, I remember Mr. Sholmes well, of course. How could I forget?
Is it snowy outside?
Is it snowy outside? No.
And
In the game?
In this window, in the game.
Is that just the sky?
I think,
I think
it's
it's just a tree.
I think it's just bright.
Yeah, I think it's just a tree outside.
Oh, it's a tree. Oh, I see.
Oh, it's not
I
grass.
I was seeing it as like a snowy hillside in grass, but I see what you mean. It's branches with
No, it's it's
weirdly
spruce, I think.
pointing leaves. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Please continue.
My arch nemesis. How lightly you utter his name.
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes.
All right.
Pretty sure he tried to help you, man.
Well, according to the stories I've published about him in The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes,
Oh, we are making this connection.
the detective once had a partner who helped him solve crimes, a best friend,
Called John Wilson.
and that man was an exceptional doctor of medicine by the name of John H. Wilson.
But what? Dr. Wilson?
I can't believe that it's a coincidence. I think that the English doctor of medicine killed here in Japan 9 months ago must have been the friend and partner of Mr. Sholmes. Yes,
My partner, indeed.
partner, yes.
Partner.
Partner, yeah.
Partner.
Partner. And if that's really true, then the poor girl won't ever see her beloved father again.
Oh, we were really hoping this wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As you know, I travelled to Great Britain once myself to study. It was around the time you were born.
I didn't want to be here for that, so I left.
Yeah, see ya.
Small children didn't really do it for me, so
I'll come back when you can buy me
for a bit.
gifts.
I'll come back when you can hold a sentence or a conversation.
Yikes, TM.
Mm.
yes, grandmother told me about it.
On returning to Japan, I took up my professorship at the Imperial Yume University.
How old are you?
But I also serve another role, as an advisor to the government on diplomatic affairs.
Good lord. Really? Why?
Yes, I was aware of that as well. I would know that.
You are
That's-
indeed my father.
Yeah, we're explaining this to the player.
Yes.
In that case, I'm sure you understand that there are some confidential matters that I cannot divulge to you.
Could you just tell me one thing? Why did you summon me back to Japan?
I thought you were fucking dying or something.
It's been 2 months now since I returned. When I left England, it was because an urgent telegram had arrived from Japan. It said that you'd collapsed with the high fever, and you were growing weaker by the day. But that was evidently a fucking lie.
How is she only just, bringing this up now? I've been home for 2 months and you've never been fucking sick, Dad. Do you not do that when you arrive and go, I thought you were on your deathbed, but you're fine. What's going on? What the fuck, Sasato?
What? Where did that news come from?
That's what I'd like to know. Because after that long sea voyage, I found you in fine health, Father. Was there something in Great Britain that you perceived might inconvenience me in some way, or harm me? That's really the only explanation I can think of.
Dear me, do you reserve your most cutting glares for your father, Susato?
Yes.
I'm sorry, my dear, I simply can't.
Oh, it's him. Hello. Please don't kill my dad on the way out before he can say things to me.
He's gonna kill your dad on the way out before he can say things to you.
Many memos-san.
So, one fire wasn't enough for you. Come back from Norway.
I've got one last thing to say before they take me away. Professor! Me? I know the truth. I know you had a hand in what went on. In that visiting student's fate. Visiting student? Giselle Brett, you... No, not her. The student of law who left for Great Britain 8 months ago.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
What? Student of law? He must mean Kazuma-sama. What are you talking about? What does any of this have to do with Kazuma-sama?
Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know that the guy never made it to England. That he died on that steamship.
Oh yeah, no, we knew that already.
And that he'll never...
Oh my god, the judge! Judge! Holy shit! You stand? You can stand up?
Fucking judge slammed.
I've never seen him
Well.
from just the front before.
Oh my god! Judge! Holy shit!
Can you breathe
Well.
the air outside the courtroom? Sorry.
I didn't expect to find him in here.
Damn.
What were you officers playing at?
Terribly sorry, Excellency.
Is one of you Sholmes in disguise?
No.
Oh, he's got a side.
I was coming to tell you that the rickshaw has arrived, Yujin. And it's a good job I came by.
Oh, you two are on a first name basis, are you?
Yes. Thank you for dealing with him. And I'll be there shortly.
Why are you on a first name basis with the judge?
Because they're going
Why
home
does
together.
the judge call you baby girl, Dad?
They're getting the rickshaw together.
Oh, Your Excellency.
Oh dear.
Please, calm
It's
down.
I'm not your excellency anymore. Merely your father's friend, Seishiro Jigoku.
He
Did
has a
everybody,
face.
did everybody fucking know that it was just Susato? Apart from Archie?
The trails of it. I just love it. Merely your father's friend. In inverted commas.
Uh-huh.
Seishiro
Yeah.
Jikoku. We actually know his name.
Sure,
Wow.
Judge's name.
And may I say that since I saw you last, you seem to have taken on a more dashing appearance,
Oh god, everyone.
Susato.
Go
Ah,
away.
did you know all along? From the start of the trial? I thought I was doing such a good job.
A judge sees everything, Susato.
Oh no.
I couldn't let you take the risk. If Seishiro here hadn't known, and then he'd recognized you. So I had a word in his ear beforehand, as an old friend. So, Seishiro, shall we?
I can't help but notice that you're leaving the room
Yes.
before giving us any fucking information.
Yeah, very
I've-
deliberately just escaping.
I have matters
Yes.
to attend to.
Having
Really
ruled on that
leaving.
case, we now have various diplomatic issues to address,
Is that what we're calling
including
it
who's
now?
going to be on top tonight.
Please! I am right here.
Sorry,
gavel.
I forgot
Before
your
you
news
go.
present.
Before you go, Father.
Fucking tell me
Sorry,
shit.
my dear. We shall have to return to our earlier conversation at a later date.
Oh my god.
But, well then again, both of you, you did admirably.
Thank you very much.
What did you think of my Seishiro sling, eh? It's been a while since I sent a man flying like that.
Oh my god.
He's gay. He's gay. That's what he's hiding from you.
Oh, I already knew that.
Father, Mr. Susato said you seem to be walking into a closet with the judge.
Yeah, they aren't subtle. Whatever else?
It's just really sad that we have to walk into the closet and we
Yeah.
can't walk out of the closet.
Oh,
Oh, tragic.
yeah.
Anyway.
Whatever else could Father be hiding from me? God, this is a really serious resolve. Conspiracy abound. About Giselle Brett, about Dr. Wilson, and now it seems, according to the reporter, about Kazuma-sama. I'm going to have to bring this up with Father sometime, when nobody else is around.
Maybe you should also go to prison and visit.
Yeah.
Boy.
Judicial Assistant Mikotoba-san Esquires, could I have heard?
Oh. Yes, of course, Sasaki-san. What is it?
I think perhaps it could be fate we're meeting again like this now. You see, there's something I need to tell you.
I hope it's relevant to the plot. Oh?
I believe that it may be related to the reason why your father summoned you back here from England.
Oh, the game better not end now.
Oh, this I have to hear.
And it ends.
Please, Sasaki-san, tell me at once.
I will. I can't yell, it's fucking midnight. As you know, my time in England was terrible. Cursed, I have no doubt.
I think you had a lot of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Such awful things I was embroiled in. Thank goodness Locum Student Naruto-san Esquire stepped in. After he secured my freedom, I couldn't wait to get on a ship back here to my homeland. I've taken this into like a rather posh Tory-esque voice that I don't like it that much. Having arrived in Japan, I submitted a report about my experience to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The next thing I knew, I had a visitor. It was your father, Professor Mikotoba. He wanted to ask me all sorts of things about my report.
My father?
He seemed to be especially taken with a particular part of the report. Anyway, he left eventually, having thoroughly quizzed me. But it was the very next day that he sent a telegram to you asking you to return to Japan.
Huh. What was it then? The particular part my father was interested in?
He said that Holmes fellow was rather a dick.
Let's get away from him.
I don't really know exactly. But do you remember them? There was 2 terrible cases I was caught up in.
Of course. I could never forget.
Your father seemed to concern himself mainly with the second case.
And I said I could never forget. I don't fucking remember.
The second one? You mean? Please tell me.
Okay. The one Mr. Sholmes forbade any of us to talk about in public. I don't remember which one that was.
Which is why.
Sorry.
No, that's me.
I'm sorry.
Which is why the only case involving you that any member of the public is aware of is the first.
I don't care. I don't have to listen to what that dastardly detective says. Anyway, the point is...
I can't remember what case it is.
I genuinely can't either. Like,
You have not played it yet.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God, I thought my memory was just bad.
We've not played it? What do you mean?
You haven't played it yet. That's all.
Oh, okay. It seems that case somehow holds the key to all these curious unanswered questions.
I just assumed I'd forgotten.
That horrific, the hideous, heinous case. The case of the haunted lodgings.
I presume that's the next
Flashback
case we'll be doing.
time.
That case somehow caused my father to summon me urgently back to Japan. I thought that the whole business was over, but it seems I was wrong. Perhaps that was only the start. Perhaps the story is not yet told.
And on that bombshell.
Oh, oh!
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So,
Hello.
the mystery of that English woman's death is solved, thank goodness.
Why does she sound Australian?
And having stood in the Supreme Court now, I think I can comprehend a little better. How you must be feeling as you fight for people's freedom in a foreign land, Naruhodo-san. But actually, I'm writing to you today because of another matter. I met Soseki-san and we talked about that second case he was involved in. Father has said nothing to me, but I feel certain of it. That case holds the key to some great unsolved mystery. My notes on the case should still be in the office, tucked away at the back of the shelves on the left. Perhaps you might like to look over them again. Today, for the first time this year, it feels as though summer has arrived. The sky is a brilliant blue. It makes me long to see you again. Yours, Susato.
Can I just check? Is
Maybe.
she asleep?
I think she's maybe asleep.
Okay.
Well, we finished the case,
We did
and
it.
we're moving on to whatever the fuck is coming next.
Yeah, we
Oh,
made
that's
it.
an
Flashback
achievement.
time.
Not a success.
Yes,
Aw.
please. Let's save our current progress. I want to know what the title of the next case is going to be.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
The Memoirs of the Clouded
Kokoro.
Kokoro.
There you go. Instead of the adventure, it's the memoirs now.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you
I'm
go.
really glad. I'm so glad that we weren't supposed to know about that case because I thought I just couldn't
I
fucking
genuinely was
remember.
just like-
I just assumed that we'd already done it, and I just couldn't remember.
There you go. Yeah, it's a flashback case with
Nice.
Saseki as the
Can we-
defendant.
A flashback case that was entirely made up.
Well, yeah, yeah, it's fine.
It's
I mean,
fine.
that means that we'll have the whole gang back.
The gang's
Yeah,
back
yeah.
together.
The whole gang will be back.
That'll
Yeah,
be next week.
yeah. Exciting,
Exciting.
Pardon me.
exciting times.
But yeah,
cool.
we finished that case.
Mhm.
I think I genuinely, I don't know. I think it's very funny that everybody was like, "Wow, who is this very handsome attorney?"
Dashing.
Wow. Look at him, he's so dashing.
So funny.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah, I don't think I have any art of it because I don't have the DLC.
Yeah, we
But,
love to
yeah.
see a little bit of canonically confirmed gender envy.
Indeed. Only there's no anime cutscenes in Great Ace Attorney 2. It's just those 3D
Oh,
ones.
really?
Yeah. I don't know
Oh,
what
that's a
happens.
shame.
I don't know why not.
That's sad.
But yeah,
Yeah, nice.
and there's no
Stick
kind
around.
of no, there's no Ryotaro here, is there?
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sleep time.
When we come
Right.
back, we'll be back with Ryunosuke, Susato, Shomes, and Iris.
Yeah.
The gang.
The gang
The
back together
gang.
once again.
And
Hell yeah.
once again, we'll be back in court calling Manzeeks a whore.
Indeed.
Cheers,
Who can
bud.
wait? Yeah. I'll see you next week then.
You
All
shall.
right. Next
Right.
week. Next
Right.
week on Disaster Lawyers, the case of the clouded cockerel.
Yes,
In true anime style.
indeed.
Fuck yeah.
What's this?
Alright. Good night,
Oh.
guys. Oh.
Just like extra things, I guess.
Oh, alright, cool. Cute. I like that.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. I think we're all just very sleepy.
Yes, let's go to bed.
Yeah, okay. Sleep time.
Good
yeah.
night, everybody. Sleep
Night,
tight.
guys.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Catch you later. Bye.
Love you all. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.
You too.
Bye.
Goodbye.